Welcome once again to yet another installment of Ask Mr. Biggs. Your calls, your email, your questions. And without further ado, here he is, the Tri-County area's most popular life coach, Mr. Biggs.
What?
Just thought I'd add a little applause, kind of like,
Well, when it's one person clapping, it kind of sounds anticlimactic, Roger. Maybe you should play an effect. Play a sound effect. Hey, Armando, do you got any sound effects of people clapping you could play?
What?
We'll have to
on the radio.
You want clapping?
I didn't really think that it wouldn't sound right with just
you have
one,
a sound effect?
just one person clapping. It didn't really.
Right now.
Can you play it
I don't have one.
on the radio?
I'll see what I can do.
Okay, you go ahead. Well, when you get it, play it. When you find it, let us know, and then you can play it.
I don't think he's gonna find it today in time. It's too late.
Hi, how you doing, Roger?
I'm okay. How are you doing?
Oh, I'm right as rain.
Might want to get to the first call on line 7. It's kind of urgent.
Happy to be alive.
Armando says that the first call is up and ready, and in fact, it seems to be a bit of an urgent matter. So, can we get to that? Or do you want?
Sure.
Okay. Caller, what seems to be the problem?
Have kind of like a windpipe problem. My capacity or ability to breathe just it's 100% stopped. I cannot breathe at all.
Oh, geez. Well, you're going to want to hang up the call and call 911.
Roger, no, don't tell callers to go away. What are you doing? Let them finish. What's wrong? What's wrong with your breathing?
I'm sweating, just trying to get air down because it's so hard to get an air passage going.
You don't sound like you're having any kind of problem.
No, I sort of have to like violently gasp for air until I'm able to somehow get breathing again. And so my question is it better to just sort of hold your breath and that will kind of loosen up the throat?
Well, it depends. You got a problem with your throat? Are you trying to breathe while you're swallowing?
No, I swallow fine.
Okay.
Swallowing's fine. It's just that, well, especially like if I'm talking.
Because you sound fine to me. I mean, you're talking to us and you sound great.
And I'll tell you, I just absolutely cannot breathe at all.
You're not breathing right now.
I'm straining to get air down my throat.
For a guy who is not breathing, you sound pretty good.
No, I have to go into this. Well, I should say I have to, but what I do, probably because of a little bit of panic, because I can't breathe at all.
Yeah.
It's a real labored, sort of violent effort.
So what is your question exactly for me?
What's the worst-case scenario? Let's say I pass out from lack of oxygen. Will I automatically start breathing on my own?
Well, let's see. Let's find out. Put him on hold, Roger. We're going to put you on hold, okay?
I'm going to have to...
You hang on the line.
I've just got to think that maybe the best course of action for this particular caller is just to just hang up and call.
Why you want to send callers away, Roger?
I think he can call
Armando,
back when
Armando,
when he's gotten medical attention.
Tell me when that guy passes out. When he passes out, you let us know, okay?
He's got to be in trouble of some.
Roger. That is why the man called me. What is the name of? Remind me. What is the name of the show? What is that?
Ask Mr. Biggs.
Yeah, he had a question about his breatheway.
Sure.
And he decided to call in, and you were all uppity about sending him on his way.
Right.
Don't do that.
Well, I just think...
Don't do that. We're trying to gain listeners, Roger. We're not trying to send listeners away.
Well, it's just to be safe. He can call back when he's got this whole...
If he passes out, then we'll know. I'll have an answer, and then all will be well with the world.
911. In case he didn't know what the number was for
what?
Emergency services.
If you got a question and you're going to call up, even if Roger tells you to not call and to go away, you should still call up and not go away.
456-7031.
That's better. You see, that's the number you should be giving out, Roger, not these other numbers.
Can we send paramedics to his home? Can we do that? Is there?
Let us know if he passes out. Armando, you monitor the line. If he passes out, you let us know.
How am I supposed to know?
All right. Yeah.
Now we will take a 6-second pulse count. Ready? Count. Stop.
I've got it now. 456-7031.
That number is toll free. Anywhere you are in the greater Tri-County area.
It's the Shine line.
Call it often. Well, if you got a question. I don't want you calling if you don't got a question.
We've got a young lady queued up here, ready with her question. Hello.
Good morning. Okay, while I was on hold, I made a list.
Made a list of what?
Of all the diets that I've tried.
The diets that you've tried? What'd I say? What? Okay, honey, let's hear your list, because I've only heard of like 2 or 3 different kinds of diets.
Not for long.
Okay. All right, let's hear your list.
Okay, starting from the top. Atkins, the Curbs Diet, South Beach, the Diet Center, HMR, the Bread Diet, and
wait, what's HMR? What is that?
It's a meal replacement where you basically just drink your food and it's hideous, and then you kill people who are eating.
So you killed somebody?
No, I didn't,
What?
but I thought about killing somebody that was eating a turkey sandwich in front of me. So
You were a big weird girl. Hey, what was that diet you said about bread?
the Bread Diet.
Yeah, it sounds like it's about bread.
It was. You would eat nothing but bread. You could eat 2 slices of bread in the morning, 2 slices of bread in the afternoon, and then 2 slices of bread at night.
See, you just stuff yourself full of bread like a turkey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the next day you could eat whatever you wanted.
Well, like candy and pie?
Exactly.
Fried cheese.
Exactly.
Mayonnaise sandwiches.
And then I gained it all back. Plus.
Hey, Roger.
Yeah.
What do you call a fat girl in a, wait, no. Hold on. Knock, knock. Say knock, knock.
Who's there?
No, you say knock, knock.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
I don't know the joke.
No, I screwed it up. Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Fat girl in a bikini. No, wait. I did that wrong. I screwed it up.
So you want me to do it again?
I'm not trying to say that you're fat or anything, lady. I'm just saying that, because you clearly have a bubbly personality to make up, for the fact that you got a horse's appetite.
Yeah, just my body was like, feed me.
Yeah. You can't help it. You got any more on that list?
No, actually, that was the end of the list.
It's funny. We should be talking about diets right now. This caller here reminds me of my good friend Trish. She works down at the rec center at the park. You know Trish.
Oh yeah, you're talking about the big fat girl, right?
I wouldn't call her fat, but she recently tried what's known as the grapefruit diet a few weeks ago.
What is that?
She I think you eat a bunch of grapefruit, but the thing is, she only lasted a few days on it because as it turns out, she doesn't really care for grapefruit.
She probably only lasted a couple of days because she realized that she craved some Hershey bars. Because if it's the Trish I'm thinking of, she's rotund. She's a big girl.
No,
she's almost as wide as she is tall.
No.
She's of spherical stature.
Trish, I would say, is curvy. I would say she's...
Well, of one curve. There's one curve, and it goes all the way around.
She's...
all the way.
She's heavier than she'd like to be, or so she claims, but I tend to dispute that because it's tough to imagine, Trish being any other size than the size she is. It would be like taking the chocolate out of fudge.
Yeah.
What do you got? What do you got left after that?
You got a fat girl eating the chocolate and the fudge. Hey, I just thought of a diet too, Roger. Stop eating. Stop feeding your face.
That's.
I think most people would just die.
Yeah. Put that one on your list.
I don't think I could do it.
Well, anyway, thanks for the call, honey.
You're welcome.
And go easy on the little Debbies. All right.
Okay, thanks. Bye.
Bye, fatty. Okay. She was nice. She was a lot of fun. I find that a lot of times the heavier girls have personalities that are just bubbling over.
Right.
They've got a lot to offer. As long as you can get past the fact that they're, beasts, big beastly women.
You know what's good in the Little Debbie line are those nutty bars. Have you had those?
Yeah.
The nutty bars. Little Debbie makes them. They're kind of similar to like.
Yeah, every once in a while you go off on a little tangent, and I'm tempted to follow you. I'm tempted to come along with you, but then I realize if I follow you, I'm going to get lost as well. and then having a show where two people don't know what they're talking about. What's the point, So I'm going to decide to not follow you on your little tangent. I'm going to stay here, and when you're done, you can come back. You can come back to me.
Well, I just wanted to say that the Nutty Bars are that's a snack treat made by the Little Debbie line of snack treats. Nutty Bars, kind of a chocolate.
You ready to come back now, Roger?
Chocolate coated sort of wafer with peanut butter filling. It's very reasonably priced as well. You really can't beat the value and the quality of Little Debbie snack cakes and treats.
Is that it? Are you done? If you're done, we can get back to it.
That's it. Just Nutty Bars. Remember that next time you're off at the Piggly Wiggly. Nutty Bars.
I've never heard of them before, but they sound like a bar that exists, made by some people.
Chicken fat. Chicken fat. Chicken fat.
Come reduce the lodge's way, lose a pound every day. Bye, bye, blubber. Just fine.
Bigscast at gmail.com. Bigscast at gmail.com. Also, Chuck asked me to mention that you are now a member of Twitter, the Twitter community, twitter.com.
Oh, you're talking about my Twitter diary. Yeah, he set me up with this thing on my phone, Roger.
Right.
I can type in what I'm doing. So what I'm doing is I'm chronicling the days in the life of Biggs.
Right.
And what I do is I type in what I'm doing throughout the day, and then it saves it. It saves it on the internet.
Right,
it's
yeah.
Fantastic.
It's like a little box that says, what are you doing right now? And you type in a little...
So I write what I'm doing, like right now. Let's see, I'll type one right now.
Okay. This is on twitter.com.
Yeah. I'm looking at Roger's Adam's apple. There. Then I hit submit, and there it goes. I'm looking at Roger's Adam's apple right now.
There it is.
That's what I'm doing.
Well, let's we can stop that now and turn our attention back to the show. Listeners who are interested in accessing your Twitter account can access that via our website, askmrbiggs.com. There's some sort of link. Isn't that right? Is it?
Why would we have a link to my online diary?
That's where it is. Yeah.
That's a breach of my privacy, Chuck.
Well, it's
a breach of my privacy.
I think he just set that up just so as a way for listeners to interact with you throughout the day.
Oh boy. Can you go back and read things that I've written in the past? Can you do that?
I think you can see them all. Yeah. You can see.
Is there a way to delete things that you've written in the past? Can you do that?
That I don't know. Is it?
Yeah.
I'm assuming. I don't know.
Gonna want to look into that.
But the point is, if folks visit our website, askmrbiggs.com, I see it right there. There's a link that says Twitter with Biggs, and they can follow the day-to-day comings and goings of Mr. Biggs. So, I wear khaki slacks all the time.
Yeah, you may not want to read. Don't read any of those.
I didn't realize that you had a problem with my choice of pants.
I didn't know that you were going to be that you could, Don't judge me, Roger.
I have no idea what the I don't know what the cabbage smell would be. I have no idea what you're talking.
Well, keep in mind that when I wrote that, I was not. I didn't know that you would be reading it at some point. So, yeah.
You think this shirt is too small? This is a good.
Maybe we could take another call or next call.
BiggsCast@gmail.com. Actually, let me just close that so I don't.
I don't want you seeing
distracted by that. Yeah. BiggsCast@gmail.com. If anybody has an email question, if you don't get a chance to get to the phone,
you can send it to BiggsCast@gmail.com, and then I can answer your question.
If you don't get a chance to call us during the show, you can send an email, and I've got one of those right here.
Okay.
We received an email from a listener all the way in Phoenix, Arizona. This person writes, "Dear Mr. Biggs, I have a bit of a problem, and I was hoping you could help me. My valve shutters just keep expanding, and as you would expect, my rotational integrity readout has been drastically affected by the amount of haze detection I'm getting as a result."
Yeah, I know.
Now,
what you got to do is...
Well, he's got more.
What?
He's got more. He goes on to write...
How much is this going to be?
Just a couple more lines. Right. We're halfway through.
Okay.
Now, I know that on a 2005 model, you can simply reverse the polarity in the power couplings to solve this problem.
Oh, no, you don't want to do that.
Yeah, but he goes on to say it has been for naught, and I'm afraid that I would be breaking federal laws if I go in any deeper. What do you suggest I do to get my unit up and running again? Respectfully yours, Cena in Phoenix, Arizona.
Oh, yeah, he said he got a 2005 model?
That's right.
All right, CNET, you don't want to be reversing the polarity in your power coupling. I mean, ever since 97, that's the reason that they put the polarity in there, so you could not reverse it. I mean, if you reversed it, number one, I'd like to see how you could do that.
Right,
I mean, you got to jam it in there. But you could cause the coupling reset assembly to overheat, so don't do that. What you're going to want to do is turn your valve shutter control valve to the pilot setting. Just crank that all the way over to the left. Attach a hose to the drain nipple, too. You want to run a hose to some kind of disposable receptacle.
Hose to
like a plastic trash can or a coffee can. A coffee can would be a good.
Is that going to be an adequate vessel for runoff?
Anything that's watertight that can hold approximately 1.5 liters is going to be good. Now your rotational integrity readout's probably faulty due to the excess vibration, and then the leads end up getting bearing over torque. You know what I'm talking about? Bearing over torque. When your bearings get over torqued, Roger.
Sure.
Yeah. You've been there.
Right.
You want to pull the bearing assembly out, put it on some old newspapers, and then you repack those bearings with some shortening, maybe peanut butter. Repack the bearings, and then you reassemble it, and then you just run it with your valve shutters in the choke position, and you should be okay.
Now, if the listener, Cena, in Phoenix goes ahead and uses shortening, is he going to run into any kind of problems with insulation or load restrictions?
Oh, yeah, the shortening's going to break down after a period of time. It probably would lead to fire and definitely some heat buildup and some smoking.
Now, the batting fibers, are they usually flammable, non-flammable?
Non-flammable, yeah, generally speaking. I mean,
you're not going to have an instant fire.
No, the flare-up won't happen right away. I mean, as long as you don't leave your unit unattended, which I'd like to think I don't got to say. Don't leave your unit unattended, people.
Well, especially if you're draining any excess.
Yeah, you want to be right there. You want to be right there by the nipple,
by the can.
Yeah,
with any of the condensation runoff.
Oh man, those drippings are great too.
Really? So you
all kinds of uses.
That might be a nice topic for another show.
I was gonna go into a long and detailed list right now.
Well, we should. Can you limit it to just maybe 3 or 4?
I cannot.
Something to look forward to in a future episode of Ask Mr. Biggs. Repurposing. What would that be called? Would that be called simply condensation runoff?
I would call those nipple drippings. Call them what they are, Roger. Just calling a spade a spade.
Nipple drippings.
Spade a spade. I love those sayings, Roger. I love them. Even if I don't know what they mean, if I don't understand them, I still enjoy them.
Right. Whiz Bangs at the corner of Phillips and Mountain downtown, where the fun never ends and the party's never ending.
Yeah.
What's going on at Whiz Bangs, Mr. Biggs?
Yeah, this Thursday night at Whiz Bangs. Come on down. Doors open at 9 o'clock, people. The cover charge is going to be waived for the ladies. And this Thursday night, I'm proud to introduce, it's a variation of our Wednesday night festivities where we do our karaoke.
Right.
On Thursday, this Thursday night, we will be doing instrumental karaoke.
I'm not really. Would this be like
if you don't know the words, you can come up and choose one of our. We got a huge selection of popular instrumental songs
on your karaoke discs.
Yeah. And then if you can't find an instrumental song that you like, you can go ahead, pick a regular song, and we will be accepting humming, whistling, and saying doop doop doopy doop 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 doop. As long as it's along with the theme of the music, we will be accepting that. Instrumental karaoke at Whiz Bangs.
So there are karaoke discs for, say, a song like Music Box Dancer.
The Hawaii 5-0 theme is very popular.
Right. So what exactly?
Dun, 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 dun.
I see.
Dun, 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 dun.
Now let me ask you this then. So.
Dun, 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 dun.
Right.
Yeah, you can't just get up there and think that you can just fake your way through by looking at the screen. You got to know the right tune,
right?
Roger.
So
you just can't get up there and say da 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 da. You're gonna sound like a teletype machine.
Goodness. So yeah, right. So it's kind of a twist on the traditional karaoke.
Yeah, for those people who are too simple to handle the regular karaoke, that's why we're going to dumb it down a little bit for the idiots, and you can come on in.
You get a lot of that.
2-drink minimum.
You get a lot of those types on.
Oh, Lord almighty, do we? Some people, they just don't get it. The rules are very simple for karaoke, Roger.
So give me an example of the sort of thing that might happen if somebody stands up on the stage and does a traditional karaoke with words.
Yeah.
But it's too complicated for them. What happens then?
Well, they just sit there and they sway back and forth and they suck on their bottom lip. and they look at their friend in the audience and they shake their head and they mouth the words, I don't know. I really don't want to do this. Why am I up here? Things like that.
Okay.
It's uncomfortable for everybody.
So it's not so much that they don't know how to do karaoke. They're just...
All I know is that it was clear that we needed
unwilling
a lower tier, and that's what we're doing this Thursday night. It's karaoke for dumb people. Instrumental karaoke at Whiz Bangs this Thursday night.
At Whiz Bangs?
Corner of Phillips.
Corner of Phillips and Mountain downtown, where the fun never ends and the party's never ending.
Nicely done.
That sounds like a fine time.
Are we done?
So do I haven't been to Whiz Bangs recently, but I'm wondering who do I need to speak to at the door? What do I don't know who your current doorman or bouncer is.
Well, it depends on what night of the week you go.
Say I go on Thursday. Are they going to know me? Am I going to be able to just say, "Hey, I'm Roger"?
Yeah, you just tell them you're Roger from the radio show, and if they give you any guff, you tell them, "Hey, Mr. Biggs told me to come."
Right. So then
then they'll get on the walkie-talkie and they'll call me, and I'll say, "Roger who?" And then they'll tell me, and then I'll say, "Yeah, let him in. I'm just kidding with you, Roger." Who?
So they're not going to try to get a cover charge out of me or anything like that.
That's my little joke, Roger. I would say Roger who.
Because it's happened before. They're not going to try to get a cover charge out of me, are they?
Well, there is a cover charge. That's a good point you make. Excellent point, Roger. There is a cover charge.
Right. I'm just kind of thinking if they know me ahead of time, they won't get that. They won't try to get that cover charge.
They'll say, "Hey, it's Roger. How's it going, Roger? Come on in."
Right.
How about that cover charge?
Well, but if they know I am the Roger that I am, then that's going to be, they're going to not even bring that up.
Yeah, I know. Well, in these troubled times.
Right.
The economy's affecting all of us, Roger.
You
can only water down the drink so much until it reaches the point where people start getting spooked. They start saying, "Hey,
right.
This Rob Roy has neither Rob nor Roy in it."
Line 2 is ready.
Back to the phones we go. We've got another caller ready to go. Hello, are you there, caller?
It's a privilege to talk to you.
Thanks.
Hello.
What's up?
I'll give you my question first, and that is, I feel like I need some help.
That's not really is that a question? Roger?
No. Is he?
What do I need to change about myself?
What do you need to change?
Right.
You could get a haircut.
Okay.
Maybe class up your clothes a little bit. Stop dressing like a slob.
Okay.
Stop moping around, maybe, because, just during this phone call here, you're sucking the air out of the show. Your friends are probably quietly resenting you due to your life-sucking ability that you seem to have.
Right. Yeah. I didn't expect you to answer that question completely.
Well, you called the wrong show, then. It's No Spin Zone. I'm a straight shooter. Tell it like it is. Hey, you could start wearing hats. Maybe grow a goatee.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, help me out here. What kind of thing are you looking for?
Just guidance.
On what?
On what to change about myself.
Guidance on what to change.
Right.
Yeah, but maybe it would, if you sort of narrowed down the scope of your question, got a little more specific, because you're sort of being kind of vague right now.
Too vague.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, have you got a turtleneck?
Yeah.
You should wear turtlenecks.
Mm-hmm.
Turtlenecks are great. There's nothing like a turtleneck to really change the demeanor of a man. It gives him an extra oomph. When you look good, Roger,
right.
You feel good.
Well, yeah.
And there's nothing like a turtleneck to make a man feel like $1 million.
It's true. It's a stylish option, but except when we get into the warmer months, a turtleneck is going to be a little bit warm. It might cause some sweating, and that does not convey confidence. A sweaty guy in a in a turtleneck.
I don't know what it is that you want, sir. So it's kind of hard to help. I mean, outside of the hat advice.
Okay, well, I'm not sure what we can do then.
Okay, well, thanks for calling.
Okay.
All right. Yeah.
You've got him covered for roughly half the year with the turtlenecks. We move into the summer months.
Well, the rest of the year he can start wearing hats, just like I said. Wear hats.
Right.
People don't wear hats often enough anymore, Roger. What? There used to be a day where a fancy man could be seen on every corner of every town wearing a hat of some kind, a derby or a top hat, some kind of chapeau. Those days are gone. What happened to that?
I think
fancy guys don't wear hats anymore.
You see lots of people wearing, baseball caps and.
Ball caps don't count, Roger. What's fancy about a ball cap?
Right, particularly nowadays when the kids kind of wear them askew or crooked or backwards or.
Dress code strictly enforced at Whiz-Bangs this Thursday night, by the way, at the corner of Phillips and Mountain downtown, where the fun, Roger,
where the fun never ends and the parties never ending.
I thought you were going to leave me hanging there for a second.
No,
you were.
No.
Don't leave me hanging, Roger.
You were talking about ball caps there, and I just got to thinking, so many of the kids nowadays will leave the size sticker on the brim of the ball caps, and I never really understood what that was about. I'm assuming that they were going to wear the ball cap around for the day and then maybe return it to the store at the end of the day for a full refund. Do you think they're up to that sort of?
Well, that's fraud, Roger. I've got no love for the youth of today,
right.
Believe me.
Yeah.
But I'm not about to go throwing out accusations like what you just did. Come on, you're going to get us sued, Roger.
Should we?
All it takes is for one slacker kid with his hat askew to lawyer up and place the call.
Mondo says that he wants us to go back to the gentleman who's you think he's passed out? There's
put him on.
Yeah, quickly. Let's bring him up.
Let me be the judge of this.
Let's bring him up.
Hello. Wakey, wakey. Hello.
Sounds like one of those.
Roger, let me do this. Okay. Roger, just let me do this.
Still got the TV on.
I don't come to your work and start making copies for you, do I?
No, I haven't.
No, I don't do that.
I've never seen that.
Let me do my job. Hello, caller. I'm gonna go ahead and say that he's probably passed out. Yeah. Mondo, you were supposed to tell us when he passed out.
I did.
Why didn't you tell us?
When he stopped answering me, I told you.
All right, well, that answers his question, I suppose.
I guess so. I guess that sort of sums it up.
Yeah, there you go. I guess now we got to wait till he wakes up to find out if he started breathing again.
Oh, just to recap very quickly, askmrbiggs.com is the web address. Visit the site and click the link for the twitter.com website so you can follow Mr. Biggs's tweeters. What are you doing on Twitter?
I type what I'm doing. I tell people what I'm doing on Twitter.
He's typering on Twitter. And also, if you need to send us an email, that's
bigscast@gmail.com.
Gmail.com. So we look forward to hearing from everybody. And until next time, Mr. Biggs.
What? What are you doing?
Just thought
what was that thing with your hand? What do you want me to do?
I thought you just wanted to maybe say, so long.
Well, then ask me to say so long. If that's what you want me to say, don't do this cryptic hand gesture.
I was throwing it to you. I was giving you the...
Goodbye, everybody, for Mr. Biggs. Is that what you wanted? Is that it?
That was great.
Are we done?
Happy ending.
Don't judge me, Roger.
think this shirt fits just right.
A little tight around the chest region, and the stomach region, and the shoulders. The shoulders are a little tight.
This is the, it's a slimmer cut.
It's too small cut, is what it is.
It's a slimmer cut. This is
Roger, you
the
can't
proper
keep
way
wearing
to.
the same clothes you wore a year ago because you're a growing boy, Roger, and you're growing. You got to accept it. You're husky. You're a husky. You got to move up to a husky size.
Well-tailored, properly fitting garment. This was not an inexpensive.
Listen, Roger, it's not up for debate. The shirt is too tight.
This was nearly $25 at Bargain Harold's.
Well, then I guess it's not too tight then. What does that mean? What difference does that make how much you paid? The shirt is too tight.
I'm just saying this was not a cheap shirt. This is a well-tailored fine.
It's a well-tailored shirt for somebody else that's a lot skinnier than you are, Roger. It's not for you. It's not tailored for you.
Well, I'm just saying.
Well-tailored for that other guy who's skinnier than me.
I'm just saying I think nowadays you're going to find that clothing is cut more closer to the shape.
The rolls. Yeah.
Shape of the body. That's all I'm saying.